Hi guys, Sal Galvin here, Perth, WA. I have just been I've been outside doing some work in the garden because that's what you can do if you run your own businesses and you design your own life. Haven't always been able to do that, but I decided that in the middle of the day today I would get on the lawnmower and I would fertilise or do some gardening out with some of the trees and things that have been planted. So I've got my AirPods in, right, and I'm listening to this book and it's called Think Like a Monk. So I highly recommend it. I don't know if any of you guys have watched it before. Hi John, how you going? Nice to see you. So Think Like a Monk, and he talks about this pretty amazing thing, and I'm going to share it with you guys now. And it really, hi Merv, how you doing? Nice to see you guys. And it really does hit home to me and reminded me of the importance of building resilience in your life or your children's lives. He talks about a few decades ago, scientists conducted an experiment in the Arizona desert where they built a biosphere. It's called Biosphere 2. I Googled it and had a look at it. Biosphere. It's this huge steel and glass construction. How you doing, Robert? Nice to see you guys. So this biosphere, it's called Biosphere 2. Have a look at it. A huge steel and glass enclosure with purified air pumped into it, pristine clean water, nutrient-rich soil, and lots of natural sunlight. So it's the perfect place to grow flora and fauna. Okay, so they've created this ecosystem, or this biosphere is what they've called it. It's ideal living and growing and flourishing conditions for the flora and the fauna within it. And so it was very successful. Stuff flourished and flourished and flourished in this biosphere too. But one of the biggest failures that they found with this biosphere is that the trees would grow as tall and they'd get to a certain level where they hadn't hit the roof, they could still keep growing, but they would just all of a sudden, for no apparent reason, fall over. And they really racked their brains, and the scientists came to the discovery, they couldn't account for why this was happening, and the scientists came to this discovery that the important ingredient that they were missing was wind. Wind is needed for trees to grow strong, okay? Wind is what buffers, the buffering by the wind, it helps them to grow strong. So the trees respond to the agitation and the pressure of the wind to make their trunks go strong, to make their bark grow strong, so that they are in stability. So they are stable and they are strong and they don't fall over. And if a tree is grown in this biosphere too, with no wind and no need to grow any strength in its makeup or it becomes unstable and it falls over for no apparent reason. So how's about that? Is that not true teaching of what resilience is about? And so often we waste so much time. We waste so much time and energy creating this like biosphere for our children to live in, where nothing goes wrong. There's no problems or, everything's cushioned. It's never their fault. There's no buffering or pressure put on them. And so what happens then, often, like the trees, they don't grow strong. So I just wanted to get in and share that with you guys because it really hit home to me as I'm riding around on my lawnmower and watering and gardening and having a bit of a wow of a time today, actually, to be honest. The wind is what makes the trees strong and resilient. And it's the negative things that happen to us in our lives that make us strong and make us resilient. And so I just wanted to really just expand that. So expand your comfort zone. Work through your fear until it's not scary anymore, because that is what builds true resilience. And if we bring our children up in this vacuum or in this Biosphere 2, Google it. Google Biosphere. Biosphere 2 it's called. I've got it written down in my notes here. Biosphere 2. Google it. Have a look at what it is. And it's like an ecosystem without wind. They forgot about the wind, and as a result, the trees didn't grow strong and they fell over. So let's grow our kids with some resilience. I think in today, in modern day society, in, sort of middle class Australian kids are often sheltered a little bit much, and it doesn't do them any good for later on. Not that we want to expose our children to any unforeseen or unneeded adversity, but just remember, let your children fight their own battles. Let your children fall over and graze their knees. It's called resilience building. And have a look back at your own life. When you've had your biggest challenges, look at them as blessings, where they build your own inner resilience. Because resilience is key to get through our life. Every human needs a good, healthy level of resilience. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. Have a fabulous day, and I might go get back out on my lawnmower. I actually need to go back into the office now, so it's not so much fun, but anyway. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now.